shocks, and how to hoist babies and berry baskets in place. If our hips could talk, there would be laughter, sorrow, and love oozing out of the room, like someone put an Etta James record on at full blast and let it play on repeat. The good lovin' would be undeniable, but the grief would stick to your ribs and make you feel a little heavier, just like that Sunday night spread that used to grace Mama's kitchen table. Catch 22 women who originated before and beyond the 222-mile marker of the Alaska Highway. I come from a line of proud Deniza women that existed in the territory before mile markers and the making of highways. Northern women with thick skin, hard stares, wild grace, and bold laughter. I don't know the names of the women beyond Nina. Even the stories about her were limited to her name and a few facts, because Grandma Junie was so young when Nina died that Junie's age didn't let her hold on to the memories. But I have imagined the ones who came before. Births in the family were clustered together, and sometimes they were far apart. After she turned 40, Mama had my youngest brother, and his birth became a point of pride in our family, as if it spoke to the kind of women we are. There were no complications in the birthing or pregnancy process. My cousin and I were pregnant at the same time as Mama, and witnessing my youngest brother's quick and uncomplicated birth made me less scared of giving birth to my son a few months later. 3 pushes were all it took for Mama to bring my brother into the world. Dad told this story as if my mom was a legendary athlete, and this was the defining moment of her career. 3 pushes, and he came out perfect, he'd say, loudly and proudly. I have forgotten my own birth story. I had taken the knowledge of it for granted. On my birthday, when Mama would call to tell me the story, I would nod impatiently on the other end of the phone, as if to say, "Yes, yes, you have told me this before. Let's skip this part." I did not pay enough attention to hold her telling in my memory. Instead, I am stuck with Dad's version of my birth story. In Dad's version, he was trying to nap while Mom was in labor and uttering threats of violence. There are no embellishments of immense love in the male version. It is not a testament to sweat breaking forth and a body bursting with the urgency of new life. And it really isn't even about my mom or me. It is about Dad and his experience of the birth of his first child, who was named after the mom who raised him, Helen. The male version is about legacy. I feel like a bystander in Dad's retelling of my birth, but Mama's felt like the beginning of the story of us. Your birth is my birth. I don't know the story of Mama's birth, and I cannot remember hearing Grandma recount hers, nor any of the births of my aunties. Perhaps these are stories that slip by without attention, or they are told to children only on their birthday mornings. Stories that we may share with our mothers but forget to tell our own children. Child, this is how I came crashing through a cloud of cacophony, with sweat and by the blood of my mother. Because she was, I am. Because I am, you are. This is how we came to be. My son was not ushered into the world with screaming and sound. He came in with a whisper, quite literally. The entire time I was in the hospital and delivery room, I spoke in barely audible sentences. I cannot recall a single scream, but my memory is shrouded by searing pain and the absence of pain medication. I was borderline delirious. In addition to my silence, I demanded that everyone lower their voices and speak to me in only soft and loving whispers. It took my loud and boisterous dad all of